spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rainbow Warriors will put total leather and will get started. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this run.
Breaks into the open. Hard-hitting tackle.
And as a defense, you can practice the option all week, but seeing it live on this first drive, it's really hard to stop. A lot of success early. Let's see if this defense can settle in.
And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Sends it downfield. He's got it down the left. Off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, South Carolina. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Toss to the outside. At the 35, he's got room. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Caught in the backfield, it's Gray. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his big tight end. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawaii.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hold, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. the option look. They'll go to the ground. Plows through the defense. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the defense aids got him at the 27.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Bringing it back. Inside the 30. Inside the... And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Hawaii. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was...
There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
The kick is on its way. And they'll down this just inside the 35-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The screen, he's got wheels. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for space, it's Spring. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Rainbow Warriors want to pick up the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Got it in stride inside the 20. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
The screen, he can go. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field.
Blue 42 strong. Blue 42's all right.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play, their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Warriors! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Allen. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. From the gun, running back gets to give. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off play action. He lets it fly. And he's got it at the 10.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
They'll run the toss. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep them guessing, right? You run it up the middle to keep them honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive gain. Now let's go get 7.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rides to back and leaves it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And obviously on that 3rd down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO, but how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up 4th down.
Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gives him a little breathing room, picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's worthy. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's second and long. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Stewart. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Now on the move. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Rainbow Warrior! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And he added the extra point.
South Carolina, 7.
And here he comes out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Going right to work up top. Fires to the right. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
After 39. And that's a first down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage, knocking that ball away and doing it clean? No PI on that one.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Reed. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Reeder. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. The Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
He's going to take off. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
The Rainbow Warriors pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Davis looking to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And back to the air on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Rainbow Warriors looking to convert on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the 1st down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that 1st down.
Power football with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
On the option. They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Hawaii, 35. South Carolina, 7.
And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively. Their 3rd down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Here's the return. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Davis will throw. Going for the big play. And he makes the catch inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. On the move. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
On the option. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down now.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Warriors! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. Still a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
South Carolina, 7.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
South Carolina offense will take over. First and 10.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator. Your quarterback just threw a pick six. You want to pick him right back up, right? So don't handcuff him. On the very first play of the next drive, let him throw the football to try to reestablish a rhythm and reestablish some confidence. Obviously, that one falls incomplete, but they need to get this guy back into a rhythm. The only way you do that is by throwing the ball.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Quick handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. second down as we open the final stanza. Gives it to the back on the draw. Oh, better check some ankles. He makes a move and gets down to the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude shift here. They want to be physical, and they want to pound the defense into submission.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
And that's a good second down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great game, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. They go to the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on third and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Allen. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll ride his man on the option. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Gonna run it. It's Allen. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a third and long. Here's the pressure. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Makes the grab, ready for the first down. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
39 on the play.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Brings up second down.
Wants to throw it. He's going for the big play. He's got it. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Number 33.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
14.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try the run. Powers through the defender. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. He'll bring it out. It's Allen. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Got him in the open. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Looking downfield on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the 4th quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Runs through the tackle. Stumbled to the ground. And the Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
3rd down coming.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He'll pull it down. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10.
And 1st down for the offense.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds and the 29, and they are rolling. Now on first down from the 30.
That's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Buying some time. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
At the 5-yard line. First and goal, South Carolina.
And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when you're in...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one.